So, such a great day for most people. For most. I mean, if you're a Chiefs fan, no. Except we are getting used to the fact that, well, we're going to lose. I've already got my bet down for the Raiders +4. The Raiders are +4. How are the Raiders +4 when we suck? I took the Raiders straight out. I didn't even take them +4. I took them to win. The Chiefs are that bad. So I am going to win money, or the Chiefs are going to win and make me happy that they can win a game again. Either way, I'll be happy. Whatever. So back to real fantasy football. Real and fantasy kind of don't work. But anyway, end of the year is here. Playoff time is here. And I'm not in the playoffs. I'm not in the playoffs. This hat is a little too small for my head. Let me put on backwards in. There we go. That looks stupid. There, we'll go with that. So, I'm not in the playoffs. I'm really depressed because, once again, I prove myself don't draft 2 top wide receivers because one of them is just going to suck. Dez Bryant has had a horrible year. Julio Jones has not really had a good year either. And why? Because I draft freaking wide receivers. Stick to my running back game. And yeah, Kareem Hunt's been kind of a bust. But my plan was working. I said, all I got to do is if Biscuit Butt can beat Cardiac Kids and if I can win, I'll be in the playoffs. Well, I got Biscuit Butt to win. He beat the Cardiac Kids. Teddy, you lost. All I had to do was win, but my team did not show up, so I lost, which meant Teddy still is going to the playoffs. Now, I can quit crying because there is a bigger heartache. If you're watching this video, Matt, I feel so sorry for you. I can't even imagine if you broke a laptop, broke a TV. You just needed not just one catch from Antonio Brown. You just needed 1 yard. Just one more yard from Antonio Brown. And not only would you have won the game, because one, you tied. It is so hard to tie with decimal point scoring. And yet you tied. I didn't think you were going to win, to be completely honest. I was shocked you tied. I was like, what, you tied? But this is the ramifications that happened from him just tying. One, you didn't make the playoffs because of this. Now, you're the number 1 seed in the toilet bowl. Here's what would have happened if Antonio Brown would have had a yard more. 1 yard more, and you would have won by 1/10 of a point. One catch, really, I mean, come on. But if he would have won by that 1 point, here's how it all would have changed. Minivan Madness, Matt Harper, you would have won your division instead of not making the playoffs. And you would have been a number 2 seed. The Donkey would have been the number 4 seed or 5 seed. And the Devils would have been knocked out of the playoffs. So, Devils, you better send a great thank you for Antonio Brown dropping balls. He had 2 or 3 balls that he completely dropped and he should have caught. And because of that, you're in the playoffs, Jim and Noah, and not Matt. Wow. Unbelievable. I can imagine being in your shoes, Matt. How ticked off I would be if you're into fantasy football like him. If you're not, you're like, oh well, I'm in the toilet bowl, whatever. I had a good year. But you should be the number 2 seed, but you're not because, well, let's just see what the rest of your team did. I am shocked with what I saw. Carson Wentz still got 31 points. Oh, here's your problem. Oh, your problem is Isaiah Crowell. What a freaking frustration he is, isn't he? And why did you play TJ Yeldon? Why did you play TJ Yeldon? Seriously. I mean, look at what's his name? What's that dude's name? The dude the running back ahead of Leonard Fournette clearly was going to play. Why would you play TJ Yeldon? Okay, so that part I do blame fantasy management. Because clearly I would have played Matt Forte or Kenny Stills, because Kenny Stills has been an average of 10 to 12 points a game, no matter what. And TJ Yeldon got 4 points. Why would you play TJ Yeldon? Anyway, so that's your that was your Achilles heel there. You played TJ Yeldon and not Kenny Stills or Matt Forte. But I mean, I understand the Matt Forte thing because he's been so non-existent. So why would you play him? But the Kenny Stills I would have played Kenny Stills over TJ Yeldon easily. I actually, you know what? I probably would have lost because I would have played Deshaun Jackson probably in hindsight, looking at your roster. Deshaun Jackson has been on fire. I probably would have played him. So I would have lost. So I would have been in the same boat with you. And Pink Taco Pluggers, he played one of his better lineups. Derrick Henry busted off that last second touchdown hurrah. Before that, Derrick Henry would have had nothing. And he's on his bench anyway, so who cares? All right. Well, let's talk seeding. So here's what we got here. Josh, with his miraculous come-from-behind win, where's his team at? Hawkeyes. He had Le'Veon Bell with 33.7 points to give him a 3-point win over Stay Thirsty. Which, that game also, that come-from-behind win also lifted him to win his division. Because if he would have lost, that would have gave Stay Thirsty the win in the division. And then Hawkeyes would have been number 2. He would have been the number 4 seed. So a lot of crazy games that changed seedings and all that. Unusual year. Fun year, crazy year, exciting. Every division had some interesting things that happened to create everyone's seeding. I obviously lost to Capitalist Pigs, got my butt whooped, which gave Teddy the win, even though Teddy got his butt whooped against Biscuit Butt. Wow. I mean, I guess Alex Smith was due for a 50-pointer. He hadn't had one in a long time. The Donkey beats the Devils, and somehow we have not mentioned the Donkey's name hardly at all this year. But guess what? Because of the tie from Minivan Madness, and he beats the Devils, the Donkey beats the Devils. He tied with the Devils in record, and has more points than the Devils. So the Donkey won his division and is the number 2 seed. What the heck, man? So Darren, congratulations to being the number 2 seed. Wow. Roethlisberger getting 31 points when he looked like he was only going to get like 15 because his first half was just pathetic. I cannot believe how much he got. I have to say, watch out for the Donkey. He's got Todd Gurley, Alvin Kamara, and DeAndre Hopkins, and Ben Roethlisberger, who's been tearing it up lately. He's got Joe Mixon, Latavius Murray on his bench. Okay, it's time to start benching Tevin Coleman. Okay, Darren. What's his name? Devontae Freeman's back, so I would probably play Latavius Murray a little more often. And you are weak at one receiver because you're not going to know what to do. But the rest of your team, besides your defense, it sucks because you played the Giants. The Raiders played the Giants. After that, good luck. Watch out though, your team looks pretty tough. The Devils, you are the number 4 seed. Teddy, we already went over. You're the 3 seed, Teddy, because you snuck in. Now, by the way, Teddy, with a record of 7-7, is our number 3 seed. 7-7 because he won the division. Because nobody wants to go to a single division of 12 teams. I'm fine with that, but that is what happens when you have 3 divisions. You got a team like Teddy's or mine, because I could have had 7-7 or 6-7. I would have had 7-7 if I won and made the playoffs. So a 500 record team is a number 3 seed, which you'll find in the NFL. That'll happen too, because look at the Chiefs division. So we got Hawkeyes number 1, the Donkey number 2, Cardiac Kids number 3, Stay Thirsty Due to Points, is number 4. And he will play against the Mile High Sasquatch, who lost again. And, does he have who I think on his team? Let me look. Mile High Sasquatch. You do. You got Gronkowski on your team, and somebody is suspended for a game. Did Gronkowski possibly screw you out of the money? Derek, it sucks. If you lose because Rob Gronkowski is suspended, I feel for you. Because your team, this was your year. You were tearing it up. You were in first place for quite a while. Then you're slowly sliding down. I'm not saying you didn't have a good year, because technically you tied for first in a three-way tie for first, right? Yeah, three-way tie for first. You just scored less than the other two. Had a good year, though. But you're the number 5 seed because of it. And then number 6 is Jim and Noah's team. Somehow squeaked in because of a tie. But hey, a tie is technically a loss in some cases, in which, yes, it was. So Devils benefited. Number 6 seed. Toilet Bowl, quickly, is number 1 seed is Minivan Madness. 2 seed is Steve Lehman's Capital Pigs. Number 3 is Crispy. No, what is my team name? Am I Krispy Kreme? No, Matty Ice Beer, which, yeah, he's definitely on ice because he is colder than crap. Number 4 seed is Big Red. 5 seed is Biscuit Butt. 6 seed is the Pink Taco. So there you go. I will get things set up shortly, and you can hopefully set your lineups in time. Don't forget, number 1 seed always plays the highest seed plays the lowest seed, or is it lowest seed plays highest seed? Number 1 plays 6, and whatever's greater after that. So, good luck. Hope the Chiefs. I don't know. I don't even know if I want them to win. I kind of just. They don't deserve to be in the playoffs the way they're playing. So, unless they can turn it around, but we've been saying turn it around for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So, on that. Good luck to everyone. Except me, because obviously my team sucks. I'm having a bad year in our league. Poopers. Bye.